What if reality wasn't just something happening around you, but something speaking directly to you? Have you ever felt a moment so precisely timed that it couldn't possibly be random, as if the universe itself had whispered in your ear? For centuries, we've been taught to see life through a narrow lens of logic and proof. From the moment we're children, the world conditions us to believe reality is a cold machine driven by cause and effect. Anything that doesn't fit inside that framework gets dismissed as coincidence, superstition, or delusion. But somewhere inside, you've always sensed something more. There are moments that defy explanation. You think of someone and they call. A song plays at the exact moment you need its message. A stranger offers the very words you've been silently searching for. These aren't accidents, they're synchronicities, subtle, intelligent signals woven into the fabric of your life. Carl Jung, the visionary Swiss psychologist, gave a name to this phenomenon: synchronicity. He described it as meaningful coincidences with no direct cause, yet carrying undeniable significance. Jung believed these moments reveal a hidden architecture beneath reality, a living field of connection and intelligence. And once you start to notice them, everything begins to look different. Before we begin, take a moment to subscribe to Deep Psyche and join our Telegram community so you can continue walking this path with us, receiving early access to future journeys into Jungian psychology, symbolism, and soulful transformation. Now, let's begin. From birth, society shapes how you're allowed to perceive reality. As children, we're naturally intuitive. We sense energies, notice patterns, feel when something's about to happen. But we're quickly trained to ignore those instincts. When we share an intuitive experience, we're told it's just imagination. When we sense something beyond the obvious, we're encouraged to dismiss it. Slowly, this conditioning builds walls between us and our inner knowing. Schools reinforce the disconnect. They reward memorization and compliance, not curiosity or self-inquiry. They don't teach us how to interpret synchronicities, follow our inner compass, or decode symbolic messages. Instead, they train us to function like predictable gears in a system that thrives on certainty. But life is not a machine. It's a living field of intelligence, dynamic, responsive, and deeply personal. Modern science is only beginning to confirm what ancient traditions have always known. Your mind does not passively observe reality. It participates in shaping it. Your beliefs, emotions, and focus act like filters for the world you experience. The brain's reticular activating system, a small network in your brainstem, decides which information enters your awareness. That's why once you buy a certain car, you start seeing that model everywhere. It's not appearing more often, you're simply tuned to notice it. Synchronicities work the same way. The more you expect them, the more you'll see them. But it doesn't end there. Quantum physics suggests that consciousness itself influences matter. Observation changes behavior at the subatomic level. Reality, it turns out, isn't fixed. It's fluid, responsive, and shaped by your state of awareness. Your subconscious mind is constantly scanning for patterns and connections far beyond your conscious perception. When you set an intention, even unconsciously, your subconscious begins aligning events, people, and opportunities to match that inner vibration. That's why synchronicities feel so personal. They mirror the hidden forces at play within you. People who experience frequent synchronicities aren't just lucky. They're tuned in. They've trained themselves to recognize the signals both their subconscious and the universe provide. Their lives move with a rhythm that seems almost magical to those stuck in purely logical thinking. Synchronicities aren't just messages. They're navigation. They confirm you're on the right path, nudge you toward a better one, or warn you when you're out of alignment. They're real-time feedback from a deeper intelligence. But you have to be paying attention. You have to trust your intuition enough to act on what feels meaningful, even when it defies logic. Synchronicities multiply when you live in alignment with your inner truth. When your thoughts, actions, and emotions resonate together, you open a channel. That's why these moments often appear during transitions awakenings, or creative breakthroughs. You've stepped into the mystery, and the universe responds. Before we continue, I hope you're feeling inspired by this video. If you are, please share it with someone who might need to hear this message. And if you'd like to support our work at Deep Psyche, you can leave a donation by clicking the thanks button below. Your support means the world to us. Now, let's go deeper. Learning to recognize synchronicities begins with a shift in perspective. You must accept that life is not random, that everything is connected. When you adopt this mindset, the signs start to appear. Synchronicities often show up in three main forms: recurring numbers like 1111 or 2 and 22, symbolic encounters such as a song or animal repeating itself, perfectly timed events that resolve a question or guide a decision. When a synchronicity happens, pause. Reflect on what you were thinking or feeling just before it appeared. Is it pointing you toward something or away from it? Is it confirming your decision or offering an alternative? A powerful way to deepen your awareness is to keep a journal of these signs. Over time, patterns will emerge, themes will reveal themselves. This practice strengthens your trust in the unseen intelligence guiding your path. But recognizing synchronicities is only the beginning. The real power is using them to co-create your reality. That requires three ingredients: intention, alignment, and action. Start by setting a clear intention. Ask for guidance. Be specific about what you seek and open to how the answer arrives. The universe rarely speaks in plain words. It speaks through timing, symbols, and lived experience. Next, align your energy. When your vibration is high, when you're grateful, inspired, and connected, synchronicities multiply. Practices like meditation, visualization, and journaling help tune your frequency to the rhythm of the universe. Finally, take action. When a synchronicity presents an opening, trust it. Don't overthink. Walk through the door. The more you act, the more the universe responds. Synchronicities aren't rare, they're constant. Most people simply miss them because they're distracted or locked in disbelief. The moment you decide to trust the signs, everything shifts. Life stops feeling like it's happening to you, and you begin to realize you're co-creating with it. Every symbol, every coincidence, every alignment becomes part of a dialogue between you and the living intelligence of the cosmos. The path forward is simple: observe, trust, act. Pay attention to the messages that resonate. Follow the thread of meaning. Align yourself with the flow. Live as though the universe is alive, aware, and supporting your evolution, because it is. Now that you know how synchronicities work, what will you do with this insight? Will you dismiss it? Or will you live with your eyes open? Synchronicities aren't just signs. They're invitations to align with your deeper purpose, to listen more closely, to co-create with the universe rather than sleepwalk through it. The universe is already speaking. The question is, are you ready to respond? If this video resonated with you, comment below with the words, "I understood it." It's our way of knowing you're tuned in, one of the few who truly sees the patterns. And if you've experienced a synchronicity lately, share your story. Your message may be exactly what someone else needs to hear today. And remember, don't just watch and move on. Take this as your sign. Subscribe to Deep Psyche, join our growing community, and keep walking this path of awareness with us. Because once you start noticing the whispers of the universe, life will never look the same again.